hello and welcome. This is the second game of our season opener here at the Rose City Rollers. I am Ophelia Melons, and I am joined by the one and only Puns.
Hello, I am Puns and Roses.
Exciting day to be here. It has been 734 days since our last home team bouts. We just completed a bout of Guns and Rollers against the Breakneck Betties, in which the Guns and Rollers came out sufficiently on top. Check that game out in the archive in the future if you're joining us. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you paying a dime to get in on this wonderful live feed. Let's get right into it here.
We have Beyond Thunderdame in the green, Mia Palau in the blue. There goes Mia Palau. Out is your lead jammer. Thunderdame stuck in that wall. Looks like going for a star. Nope, held onto the star. Tarantula trying to blow up that high roller's defense. Mia Palau stays upright, calls that jam 4-0. First blood to the Heathers.
Yeah, that was a quick one. Mia Palau coming in hot, picking that one up, spinning to the inside. Doesn't matter if you get knocked down, picked up all 4 of those points. Starting us off on this next jam, new to the Heathers, would be a skater by the name of Bonnie Thunders. She'll be skating against Polly Want a Cracker for High Rollers.
I hear that Bonnie Thunders is pretty good.
I've heard that. I've heard that there are only a few new skaters aren't in the Heartless Heathers. They retain the most returning skaters of any team.
And Bonnie Thunders out. Lead jammer coming in on the scoring pass. That is on a roll, opening up a lane for Bonnie Thunders. Bonnie, yep, perfectly timed call off.
Yep, looking to their coach, Kyle. The Heathers are coached by OMG and Kyle. And excellent timing of that calling off. Moving into this third jam of the game, we have 1 in the penalty box for the Heathers. Starting us off.
That is Force Majeure in the blue. And I believe that is Trinity in green are your jammers on that Jam on Hawthorne jam line.
Packs getting mixed up, distracting. Trinity picking up lead jammer for the High Rollers.
Force Majeure trying to power through. Trinity hits that back wall, comes in and takes out the legs of Malicious Intentions.
Swagatha for the High Rollers going to the penalty box for a high block.
So we now have a power jam for Force Majeure, who is forced out and recycled by Big Bang Fury. And cap is off, but I have not seen a star pass yet. Smush gets recycled once again behind Mayday.
Heathers holding it down in a front wall as they await the return of Trinity from the penalty box. That's the Wild CBD penalty box.
And the Heathers defense is locking down on Trinity. This should be a scoring pass for Trinity. Smush still looking to get through.
Yeah, but Tarantula is holding down a Heathers 3-wall there, so that's not being very effective at this time.
All right, we got a star pass. That is Stan, your jammer of record now for the Heathers.
Trinity steps back, releases the pressure from the wall, and uses that moment of imbalance to make it through, clearing the initial pass.
Stan hit the back of the pack, ran into the shoulder of Big Bang Fury.
Trinity right into the back of Mel and Dez, held down in the front by Tarantula.
Alicia Nisbet-Smith and company doing great work on Stan.
This is the kind of defense that I was anticipating for this game. So much talent here. At the last moment, able to push through for 4 more points. 3 up there for the High Rollers, finally getting on the board. And that'll take us 12 for the Heathers, 3 for the High Rollers as we go into Jam 4 of this game.
Two-town cider, damn fine cider made here in the Pacific Northwest. Grab a bright cider soon. All right, we have Mia Palau and Beyond Thunderdame as your jammers. Freddie Herfury on a roll, holding up Beyond Thunderdame. Thunderdame just powering to the front of that pack.
Very aggressive and assertive, just pushing those shoulders into the ribs of the opposing blockers, and there goes Beyond Thunderdame, formerly a Betty, now playing on the high rollers. A lot of these teams mixed up in these last couple years.
Brute playing great defense. Oh, and Mia Palau drops in to play defense. Interesting. I mean, if you want a jammer who can block, Mia Palau is kind of good for that.
Mia's got her eyes on the penalty box. 2 blockers, 1 standing, getting released here. Here comes Freddie. Dame through for 4 more.
And Mia Palau gets to the front of the pack and then just gets stuffed again. Diana hits you, holding on hard.
New to the Heathers is HR. HR hops in from that penalty box, joins up with Freddie and Malicious, and they are just sitting right on top of Thunderdame.
And on a roll, called for Mia Palau to pull the star, and Brute was just all over on a roll. Diana hits you, Mia Palau fighting hard up there at that front of the pack. Mia out on a scoring, or out on the initial now.
Dame going ahead, stepping back, taking a deep breath and calling that one off before Heathers can get any points on that one. That was an 11-point jam. We have our first lead change of the game. High rollers up 14-12.
Sizzle Pie, RCR's official pizza partner, Death to False Pizza. All right, next up, that is Little Red Rider and an official timeout. Let's go with an official timeout. This official timeout brought to you by Deb Counts Tabor and welcome to PDX. Deb Counts Tabor is the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers.
Fans on this official timeout, remember that we do have a 50-50 raffle going on. And if you don't know what that is, that means you take home half the money. 50% doesn't hurt. Yeah. Even though we're not sure how much money that is, you should buy those tickets. They're $2.
Well, the last time these 2 teams played, by my count, would have been February 8th of 2020. And the Heartless Heathers defeated the High Rollers 205-151. There were about 6 of the same skaters for each team playing at that time, so all bets are off.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of a gap there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Can't imagine why.
Only got 4 games in the 2020 season before the shutdown.
But the last time we saw it was like $180, so you'd be walking home with whatever. Yeah, it's going up fast too. Like that by 2.
I believe there are some technical officiating difficulties. In the meantime, a big thank you to Holler.
FYI, we're going through and just verifying a missed scoring trip from the previous jam. Since it occurred in the previous jam, we do not have an opportunity to correct it. The score will stand.
Ouch. So there may have been a scoring issue in the previous jam, but because the following jam had already occurred, it doesn't matter now. They can't change it? Is that your interpretation as well?
Yes.
Okay.
That is, that sounds to me like what Doesn't Matter said. All
Nope.
right, and Red is out. Red is your lead jammer. Probably want to crack her at the back of the pack. Getting some offensive help. Brute out of the penalty box. We have an empty penalty box right now. Red looking for the outside lane.
Cracker on the outside meets the shoulder of Tarantula. Tarantula recycles to the rear of the pack.
And
Little Red Rider is like being blocked from all four sides at the moment.
yes, that does not seem pleasant. Ryder gets reset up against Big Bang Fury and Alicia Nesbitt-Smith at the front of the pack. Polly track cut.
Does get the track cut. Sassy blocked. Polly wanted to crack her out of bounds, but Tarantula saw what was happening and hopped on back, and that was the cut call. Great teamwork and team vision there by Tarantula and Sassy of the Heartless Heathers. That's 4 more points for the Heathers. They now regain the lead, 16-14. We're just a few minutes into this first half. Again, this is the season opening bout right here at the Rose City Rollers. We're live at the hangar at Oaks Amusement Park in Portland, Oregon.
That is Bonnie Thunders getting some offensive help from Cone and HR. Oh, Toxic Haste, last line of defense. That's going to be penalty on Toxic Haste. Bonnie Thunders is through.
Forearm call on Toxic Haste. We're also going to lose Diana Hitcha for the High Rollers to the penalty box. Big opportunity here for Bonnie Thunders and the Heartless Heathers. All 4 Heathers lined up.
Yep.
Shredder Cheese, ET Phone Cone blocking in the rear of the pack there. Anchored down by HR.
And that is the force out and drawback on Polly. Oh, Polly managed to keep her feet up.
Pretty good move. Shredder Cheese's booty was all the way over that line, and they stayed inbounds, managed to hop right over.
Bonnie hits the pack, calls it just in time.
Barely, yeah. Very, very timely call off there. 4 more for the Heathers, and that's going to make that a 16-point jam. They will now double their score, 32-14. A little over 20 minutes remaining in this first period.
Sasquatch HR, making nonprofit and small business workplaces better at sasquatchr.org. And next up we have Headache in the blue. That is Crimson in the green. Headache works to the outside lane, gets gobbled up by Big Bang Fury, Swagatha, and Alicia Nesbitt-Smith at the front of that pack.
Wow, Crimson just like football tackled each of the Heathers blockers. Stand, fatality, malicious intentions, just kind of knocked away that wall. They've repacked, rejoined together at the front of the pack.
Yeah, great defensive awareness by Tarantula to focus in and stop Crimson. And
the pack is in the front. Okay, here we go. Alicia knows to, of course, slowly bring the pack back together successfully. Yeah. Some of the smartest players in the game on the track right now.
Yeah, that's some seriously good blocking cores out there.
I wouldn't want to be a jammer. And here comes Headache, finally through for lead jammer. Hedia is a crowd favorite.
And Crimson has pulled the star. No pass yet. Headache gets some offensive help from Stan.
Stan trying to clear that inside path. Gets Mayday out of the way.
But Nesbitt-Smith right there.
Nesbitt-Smith is everywhere.
Truth. Oh, speaking of everywhere. Hello, Tarantula.
This is fantastic. 3 points. The hardest earned 3 points I have seen.
That was harsh.
That's what you call a clinic.
Yeah.
Fantastic defense all around there. Heathers pull ahead by a little bit more, 35-14. Looking at the penalties here, Heathers only have, looks like 3 or 4 penalties so far. High Rollers playing a little bit more dirty. They have 8 penalties so far this game.
All right, we have Beyond Thunderdame in the green, Mia Palau in the blue. Both jammers look for the inside lane to start. And Thunderdame grabs that lead jammer. Oh, on a roll. Nice pick.
Dame coming in hot, the rear of the pack. Hits all those legal target zones, though. Shakes him off. Has already scored at least 3 of the points out there. Picks up all 4. Late penalty being assessed there on a high roller.
2 high rollers. That'd be Toxic Haste out as well. And I'm interested to see if Toxic, may have picked up a, nope.
The forearm penalty.
Got the forearm. It was a little bit late coming off. I was wondering if there might be a misconduct, but nope.
And that's Grim Carry also in the box.
All right. Polly forced to the outside.
Smush already picking up lead jammer, but having a hard time with the last line of defense. Only a couple. Wow, that was.
Big Bang Fury.
That. I don't see a whistle. Oh, okay, outside pack ref is going to go ahead and call that a forearm penalty. But it was totally worth it because the jammer's still in the pack.
Yes. And now Nisbet Smith.
Nisbet Smith escorting Smush to the inside track boundary. Will get called to the penalty box.
And so, but that amount of time allowed Toxic Haste and Grim Carry to come out, and Smush still trying to get out of that pack, even with that. And woo! Smush says, no, I'm done.
That was a tough jam all around. Did we get any points on the board?
Oh, no, that was a 0-0.
Oh, God.
Never actually got past the second turn.
They really were grinding that one out. 0-0 jam. We've had 8 jams so far. I count Heather's with 5 leads to High Rollers 3. We have 15 and a half minutes remaining in this first period, and that's Bonnie Thunders jamming in blue, Lady Gotcha in green with gold.
And that is a track cut on Bonnie Thunders. Wow, you don't see that very often.
That's a 2 penalty. There's also a insubordination penalty there, I believe.
What?
I saw him go across his chest.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Bonnie Thunders get it inside.
And here we go, Lady Gotcha now picking up lead jammer. Heather's not quite together in a 3-wall, but runs right into E.T. Phone Cone, who does not move.
No.
That is a brick wall. Pack starts picking up speed here again on turn 2.
On a roll. Forces the call off by Lady Gotcha.
A hard-earned 4 points there for the High Rollers as they creep back into this game. 22-35, still a ton of time left. We're going to start in a power jam in favor of the High Rollers. Believe we have a team timeout. Yes, that's going to be a High Rollers timeout. I'd like to take a minute to thank S1 Helmets. The streaming broadcast of the Rose City Rollers 2022 games are brought to you by the S1 Helmet Company. Thank you, S1. Looking at the penalties here, Toxic Haste already picking up 3 penalties for the High Rollers. 1 or 2 skaters with 2 penalties, but nothing too wild thus far. A big thank you, of course, to all of the volunteers and officials who are responsible for putting on these amazing events. Our head ref of this game is Doesn't Matter, and our head NSO is Amy Farrell Fowler. Literally could not do it without them.
And we are coming back in from that timeout. Beyond Thunderdame is behind that Jam on Hawthorne jam line. Currently alone as Bonnie Thunder sits in the box. But Stan and Tarantula force Beyond Thunderdame out.
Tarantula pulling back Dame. The Heathers not quite in a wall. They're all kind of staggered. The High Rollers await Bonnie Thunders. A lane is cleared for Beyond Thunder Dame to pick up lead jammer. Here comes Bonnie.
And
there she goes.
Yep. That did not take long.
Dame through, I believe, picked up all 4 points. That call-off is going to come a little late, though. Nope,
yep.
Only 3 there. Well, that's one in the win column for the Heathers.
Yeah. You start on the bad side of a power start and still manage to score one more. That's good. Good play there by the Heathers.
Alicia will be sitting in the penalty box to get us started in this next jam. This game's moving so fast. Mia Palau with a little bit of a running start.
But Polywana Cracker grabs lead jammer. And Freddie Herfier headed to the box. Oh, track cut on Polly. This jam will go the full 2 minutes. Brute and I believe that's Diana Hitcha doing a great job on Mia Palau.
Mia, careful to re-enter. No points, no penalty, no problem there. Now on a scoring pass. Wow, picks up that speed that just last couple yards there, just picks it up, throws her powerful frame through that wall, picks up 4.
And credit to HR for creating just enough of a gap.
I don't know if the sound picked up how loud that totally legal contact was, but that was just such a awesome, powerful hit.
Yeah,
but Brute was like, yeah, whatever, okay.
Yeah,
I got
it. Diana Hitcha coming in to play offense to spring Polly. Polly with a spin.
In the rear of the pack, Freddie Herfier doing everything she can to try and break this green wall up for Mia.
And I believe that's an out-of-play penalty, so 4-3 pack advantage now.
Dez sliding into the penalty box with much style. It is wet and slippery over there, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mia Palau will force out the very long run back.
Alicia very casually just pointed as the ref called. She knew where the pack was. A little jammer standoff here.
And that jam comes to its natural conclusion.
No points in the bank there. That was a 4-4 jam. Mia wanting to be in control. That does a good job. We come out of that jam 43-32. Heathers on top. A little less than 11 minutes remain in this first game. Oh, more points. More points have been added. 46-32. 7 points apiece that jam.
And we have an official timeout. This official timeout brought to you by Deb Counts Tabor and welcome to PDX. Deb Counts Tabor is the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers.
It's a very exciting day in the house tonight. Not only did we have Dylan the Pickle, the real Dylan the Pickle, visiting us from the Pork and Pickles baseball organization. Also in the house tonight is Caesar the No Drama Llama.
And Caesar is a wonderful, gentle creature who is amazingly soft and fluffy.
Made of pure hugs.
Yes.
So this is a sold out bout. Got to get down here, got to get your tickets fast. Next time, it was a slightly truncated season. We only have 4 double headers before a sort of championship mashup at the end of the season. Nah. This is a mystery.
Who knows? All right, we have Bonnie Thunders and Trinity behind that line.
4-2 pack advantage in favor of the High Rollers this jam.
Yeah, but when your 2 are Tarantula and Stan, that's
pretty good.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
And there you go, there you have it.
Bonnie Thunders is your lead jammer. Stan working hard on Trinity.
Four wall of high rollers await Bonnie Thunders in the turn 1 here.
And that is a track cut on Trinity, so this is now a power jam for Bonnie Thunders.
We do lose Tarantula to the penalty box as well. 3 Heathers in the rear of the pack now initiate their offense.
Freddie Herfury and Stan.
Minstrel
And
Psycho
Dez.
is out there, takes a little hit from Bonnie, bounces off. Bonnie picking up 4 more. I hear a whistle.
And that is Big Bang Fury heading into the box for a high block. Oh,
Oh,
Bonnie
come
Thunders with the
on.
footwork.
I wish we had a camera down there on the floor.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
That's 12 so far for Bonnie.
Dez keeping Trinity contained. And Stan passes Bonnie along. Bonnie with the call off.
Stan will hit the penalty box at the end of that jam. That'll be a cut track penalty. With that 16-point jam from Bonnie Thunders, the Heartless Heathers will pull ahead 32-62. We have 9 minutes remaining in this first period.
And next up, we have Little Red Rider in the blue, Beyond Thunderdame in the green. Thunderdame pushes past on a roll. Oh, Toxic Haste. Great defense.
Great defense as they regrouped at the front of the pack and found each other. No pack, got to let him go. And a high block now being assessed there on,
That is Red.
that's
heading to the
Little Red
box.
Rider.
And Thunderdame looking to claw back some points. High rollers, here they come. Big Bang Fury.
Wow, that pack speed really picked up.
Big Bang picked off Shredder Cheese. Oh, Stan!
Oh, Brutes!
Wow, that is some hard
You see,
hit
that's
right
the
there.
smile on Brute's face, and doesn't matter, not even distracted. Okay. Dame manages not to get a cut track, picks up all those points. Little Red Rider back on the track as well with their 4. What a fun jam that was.
Yeah. You know, I've mostly ever seen Brute. Oh, official review being called by the Heathers.
Yeah, Coach Kyle comes out with the official review, and I'm just going to guess, since I have the microphone in my mouth, I'm going to guess it's going to have something to do with Beyond Thunderdame potentially stepping a foot in or out or maybe back in on the track.
Yep,
I think it's going to have something to do with,
I believe
Yeah.
you're right.
it's happened once before. It was the 90s, but it was glorious. So we are in an official timeout here called by the Heartless Heathers. Each team does get 1 official review per half. Well, let's listen to the refs.
Heartless Heathers are requesting a review of the lack of a cut call on the green jammer as a result of a non-initiating blocker.
Boom shakalaka.
All right, thank you, doesn't matter.
So each team does get an official review per half. If you use it and you win, that is the refs change their mind in your favor, you can retain it and use it once more. You can use it as a timeout if you need to. We saw that at the very, very last jam of the previous game tonight. There was 1 second left on the clock. Used an official review as a timeout. It's a brilliant move.
Indeed, it's not like you can give it to charity, so you might as well use it.
We have a little multi-team bonding down here on the track.
After additional review, we were not able to confirm the cut call. The no call will stand. Heathers will not retain their official review for the half.
Totally worthwhile official review, though.
Yes.
It could have been possible that an outside pack ref saw the whole thing, but they didn't. So it officially did not happen.
Indeed. So starting off this next jam, we have Headache in the blue, Polly Want a Cracker in the green. Polly
Wow.
takes the inside lane, quickly grabs lead jammer.
Headache trying to find a place to fit her body, also fits their body, and also playing a little defense there.
And nice force out and run back there by Sassy. Headache to the box. That, yeah, forearm penalty. Power jam. Polly won a cracker, grabbing 4 already.
Really tight pack here, turn 1.
Bricks closes that inside lane. Polly forced to the outside.
Bricks Hauser really doing a great job.
Bricks once again.
Took them all the way out to the line, but because they stepped out, Polly able to just step right back in and keep on moving. That's 8 points so far for the High Rollers.
Close the lead now to 18.
Heathers with the tripod at the front of the pack as Headache rejoins, but chooses to rejoin behind Alicia, which I don't recommend.
Well, you kind of have to, though. Otherwise, it's an illegal procedure. You may not want to, but you do have to.
Polly losing some steam as Tarantula blocks out and forces back yet again. Malicious Intentions is there with Tarantula and Sassy. Star is off. What is Hetty going to do with it? Nobody knows.
Well, giving it to Tarantula's an option, but
Tarantula's busy.
Yeah.
There goes Headache. They clear the pack.
And there's the call-off. It is now down to a 14-point game.
Ooh, big jam there. 12 points for the High Rollers, and they bring it up 55 to 69. A little over 5 minutes remaining in this first half. And we have a clear penalty box to get us started.
With Bonnie Thunders and Crimson on that Jam on Hawthorne jam line. Crimson looks for the inside lane.
Meets up with the back of HR, though, not going anywhere. That lane now open for Bonnie Thunders to pick up lead.
HR clogging up lanes, creating the red tape. Oh, Bonnie Thunders! That apex jump.
That was like most of the apex.
Yeah.
Not all the height, but all of the distance. That was fantastic.
Brute really seems to enjoy blocking. I think I've mostly ever seen Brute jamming, and Brute really likes blocking.
Yeah, Brute's just solid all around, and Bonnie shakes off that last hit there.
Oh, Brute with a star pass. Brute is now your jammer.
There you have it.
Oh, on a roll.
On a roll. Who coached the Heathers the last season that they played, now playing for them. Bonnie, one more to beat. Haste escorts Bonnie out on the outside of the track, but that's okay because Bonnie already had all 4.
And Brute did pick up 1, though.
And the Heathers bring it right on back with a 12-point jam.
Killer Burger. 5 minutes to burgers, beer, and bottomless fries. Killer Burger.
Stan and Tarantula starting up at the top of the pack just before the whistle. Squeeze right on back to sit on top of Thunder Dame.
And swag of the head in the box on a multiplayer. Thunder Dame is your lead jammer.
Great attempt there by Stan, but
and
Dame has so much momentum.
Stan is now the jammer of record after that star pass.
Very busy this jam, Stan. Good job.
Yes.
And excellent push out and call off there. Dame will have picked up 2 points there for the High Rollers. They bring it to 58. 1 down in the penalty box for the High Rollers.
Secret Aardvark, the local made flavor that kicks you in the mouth. Secret Aardvark.
That's Swagatha starting off in the penalty box for the High Rollers at the 3rd penalty of the game so far for Swag.
Brute, huge force out and recycle on Little Red Rider.
Heather's playing 4-wall defense. No pack being called. Des steps back to be mindful of keeping that pack formed. Des and Haste taking out one another.
Des trying to play some offense. Now it's to drop back on defense. Paula gets some help from Swagatha.
Shredder Cheese and HR holding it down together, sitting right on top of Polly. Polly is escorted out by Shredder Cheese. Nice. HR takes Polly to the inside line. Cheese sitting back on the outside with help from HR. Is that Dez?
Oh, great offense from On a Roll. Frees up Red. And Polly has pulled the star. Oh, whew. Nice hit there from Diana Hitchett, but Red stays upright.
HR, Shredder Cheese again working together on that defense against Swag.
And Swag is your jammer of record now for the High Rollers.
And another little force out and pull back by HR and Shredder Cheese that jam. Great jam, great blocking there by the Heathers. 7 points for the Heathers. They pull ahead now by a clean 30 points. We still have 1 minute remaining in this period.
Do you know a young person dreaming of learning how to play derby? Check out our juniors camp on RoseCityRollers.com. Skates, protective gear, and snacks included.
A lot of movement here before this jam as we get started. That's Lady Gotcha wearing the star for the High Rollers. Mia Palau in blue for the Heathers.
Oh, Gotcha looks for the outside lane.
Oh, Mia beat Alicia for a second. Picks up lead. Okay, picks up lead. Big Bang Fury had escorted her out, but also stepped out of bounds. Mia maybe a little too square of the on the back of Alicia. Nope, that was clean. We're gonna lose Lady Gotcha to the penalty box.
That was a track cut on Lady Gotcha.
Power jam here for Mia Palau.
Oh, Mia goes
ain't no
airborne.
Thing. Ain't no thing.
And that is intermission.
Woo.
Your score is 96 for the Heartless Heathers, 58 for the High Rollers. When we come back in about 15 minutes, we will start with a power start with Lady Gotcha in the box.
Very exciting. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back. Okay, we are back. Thank you again for joining us here. This is the Rose City Rollers season opener live from Portland, Oregon at the Oaks Amusement Park. I'm Ophelia Mellons, joined by Puns, and we're here for the second half of the Heartless Heathers versus the High Rollers.
And we have Bonnie Thunders jamming for the Heartless Heathers. This is a power start with Lady Gotcha in the box. Lady Gotcha is now standing. Bonnie working through that pack, but Diana hits you a toxic haste. Oh, they finally cannot contain Bonnie.
Yeah, Lady Gotcha picked up a cut track at the very end of the jam before the half started. We go the Heathers with a 3-wall at the rear of the pack. On a roll, playing offense up front for Bonnie Thunders. Alicia up there with toxic haste. Bonnie hangs on to the outside track boundary. I believe already has all 4 points.
And we have a star pass to Brute. Now your jam of record for the High Rollers. Bonnie Thunders coming in. Keeps that jam rolling though. Brute long recycle behind On a Roll. Freddie Herfury coming up to play some offense.
E.T. Foncone for the Heathers in the penalty box for a pack destruction call.
Brute out. That's 4 points for Brute. On a roll, heading to the penalty box. 4-2 pack advantage.
On a roll, a little confused about that. On a roll had taken some sort of contact to the face and was on the ground when the penalty was awarded to her. Okay. To them, excuse me. 8 points apiece in that jam. Heartless Heathers in control of this game so far. They lead 62-104.
And we have an official timeout. This official timeout brought to you by Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers.
almost there. 4:26 right now.
Well, looks like that is going to have something to do with on a roll in the penalty box, perhaps.
I'm not sure.
Let's do it.
Bonnie talking with ref over there along with Kyle.
Well, while that gets straightened out, I will remind you that at that halftime, the Heartless Heathers had been leading 96-58. Heartless Heathers had 14 penalties, and the High Rollers had picked up 21 penalties in the first half. And the second jam now begins after an official timeout.
With Mia Palau in the blue, Beyond Thunderdame in the green. 4-3 pack advantage for the High Rollers.
Wow, Dame just delivering Mia Palau to that backpack of the High Rollers. Dame starting to split up the Heartless Heathers packs and basically rolls over the back of Fatality to pick up lead jammer.
Mia Palau.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
Swagatha.
That is actually going to be Swagatha's 4th penalty of the game.
Stan, last line of defense. Slowed down Thunderdame, and Thunderdame calls that before Mia Palau can get in.
Ooh, I think at the end of that, a pack destruction call was made on Fatality, so we have 2 blockers down for the Heartless Heathers. Yeah, pack destruction for Fatality. Tara currently in there.
And we have Bonnie Thunders, and I believe that is Polly on a cracker. Polly looks for the inside lane. Polly forced out by HR. Oh, great movement by Polly.
On a roll takes Toxic Haste out on the inside track boundary there. The Heathers pick it up. They have their little 2-wall up front. As they await Polly. That's HR. Gets taken out by On a Roll.
And Polly calls that, grabs 3 points. Just in time to keep Bonnie Thunders from scoring.
Heathers are still going to have a pack disadvantage. 1 blocker standing, 1 seated. So they opt to put Stan and Tarantula blocking for the Heathers.
And that is Trinity in red behind the line. Mayday working on Tarantula. Oh, Stan, wow. Great defense.
And red is going to make that through, but just ahead of Trinity, we have a foot race. High Rollers in the back. Good opportunity to grab a point. Are those hips through for 1? They are not.
Wow.
They are.
Tarantula just jumped Trinity hard on the top of the apex.
And that's going to be a 2-0 jam for the Heathers. They now lead 69-106.
Next time you're in PDX, visit Holler, your new favorite sports bar and treat shop.
I guess we'll be going there after this.
So I hear. All right, Beyond Thunderdame, Mia Palau.
Dame playing defense there on Mia. Wow. Dame is so powerful. Now is pushed to the outside by Sassy and Dez. On a roll couldn't be everywhere, so Dame did find a way through.
Mia Palau 1 to beat, but that 1 is Brute, and Brute is not having that. Wow, Dame just powering. Pack extends On a Roll, taking it as far as possible.
As far as humanly possible, and that's just good track awareness there by Dez and HR of the Heathers.
And we have a star pass to On a Roll.
Dame hits that 4-wall pack, manages to get around that inside track boundary. And we'll pick up 4 more.
We would like to thank some of our sponsors, Shebop and Portland Vital Signs.
Right, 24 minutes left in this game. 77-106. Heather's on top. Clear penalty box to get us started. And they're just going to switch sides. Maybe a little dance move.
Wow. Tarantula picks up a high block. Oh, no, that was not Tarantula. That was
Mayday.
Mayday.
Both jammers working through really insane defensive walls here. Smush trying to clear that pack. Tarantula doing a good job of bridging those packs and trying to clear the way from Alicia. Swagatha there with Alicia. Looking for some help from Tarantula, who disengages. The Heather's little 3-wall is really good, really strong, but a forearm call will be picked up there for Stan.
So that means, looks like neither jammer's going to get offensive help right now. Mayday coming in,
Mayday's
providing that offensive help now.
able to move one blocker out of the way, but Tarantula's still there with Brickhauser.
Oh, nice force out by Malicious Intentions.
Mayday hanging back to play offense for Polly.
We are minute and 20 seconds in, still no lead jammer. Just past the top of the apex at this point. This has been a defensive slugfest. Stan coming in. That wild CBD penalty box is now empty.
And
Polly finally through with 14 seconds left.
that's enough time to pick up some points. They get ready to engage. Managed to swing around Malicious's hips, but are out of bounds. Will not have time to pick up all those points. May have gotten 2. There it is.
Wow.
Oh.
That was brutal defense.
We're still looking for a couple of bucks so we can give away all that cash. I don't want to hold
Coach Kyle in there,
next game, so
maybe complaining.
why don't you guys chip in?
Thank you to our sponsors, Dye My Darling Hair Salon and Sisu Mouth Guards.
Love to give somebody
Full pack here on the outside. Trinity trying to work in, jamming for the higher rollers, but it's Bonnie Thunders on the outside picking up lead.
I think we've seen that a few times.
Losing Shredder Cheese to the penalty box for being too cheesy.
And Brute takes the star. This is now a star pass. Brute jammer of record now for the high rollers.
Oh, Brute's
And-
gonna get a high block.
Oh, great work there by HR.
All right,
Cleared a lane for Bonnie Thunders.
here comes Bonnie. The high rollers do try to regroup at the front of the pack, but the Heathers don't let them all stick all together. The giant tree in the middle is Freddie Herfury. Fantastic blocker, holding it down. Wow, stayed in bound, picks up all 4 there.
Wow.
Chipping away, keeping that lead, 114 over the high rollers, 79. Still more than 20 minutes remaining in this bout.
And that is Mia Palau behind that Jam on Hawthorne jam line. Thank you to Porque No Taqueria and 187 Killer Pads.
Porque no.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. Credit there to Fatality, Stan and company for just opening up a giant lane.
Brute out of the penalty box, still gladly wearing the star, hitting that Heather's pack.
Brute, high energy there.
Ooh, wow, Tarantula. Shoulder, hip, back.
Mia Palau, nice spin off of Alicia Nesbitt-Smith.
Looking for the star pass.
That was
But
more of a
Stan,
fake star pass.
yeah, it was, but Stan saw the whole thing and just recycled up to the front anyway. Brute retains the star.
Mia Palau, there's the call off.
Well
3
done.
points on that pass.
Yeah, that'll be a 7-point jam for the Heathers. They just keep putting those notches in their belt.
Do you know a business that would benefit by promoting at Derby events into RCR members? Email sponsorship at rosecityrollers.com or check our sponsorship on rosecityrollers.com.
Look at this. Most of the blockers are on that thing we used to call the pivot line. Oh, then they moved. It's okay.
Oh, Beyond Thunderdame looks for the outside lane. One to beat.
Dame's so powerful. Knocks one down. 3 more are going to be up right in front of her. Gets past HR. Is going to pick up a lead jammer.
And Red still stuck in the back of the pack. Gets some offensive help. Dame through. Pack speeds up. 3-3 in that pack.
Heather's in the rear of the pack, and that one's going to get called off at the end of that. It will have been a 4-point gain for the High Rollers. Down a blocker apiece in the Wild CBD penalty box.
Rebel Heart Therapy, individual and relational therapy for Portland's Black Sheep and Unicorns. All right, we got Bonnie Thunders and Holly. Holly looks for the outside lane. Swagatha, nicely done, opening just enough offensive lane while still playing defense.
Bonnie's out. The Heathers set up, but Polly went right down the middle, managed to break up a 2-wall, and is going to pick up all 4 points there. Little bit of momentum moving for the High Rollers. 87 to 121, a little over 17 minutes remain in this game.
Somebody pony up the $20 it's going to take to get us over. I don't have it. I don't have any cash.
PBR is back. Grab one to share if you're not here, but go to your fridge.
Smush jamming for the Heathers. Crimson for the High Rollers.
Brute playing some offense for Crimson. Great. Oh.
Gonna lose Brute to the penalty box for the High Rollers.
Smush has pulled the star. Looking for on a roll. Maybe just using on a roll as a decoy.
Brute went to the box for a direction of play penalty, and that is Brute's 4th penalty of the game. And here we are back to those 3 walls of destruction. Both teams just sitting on each other. Star pass right on over. On a roll.
That was just so casual. Just a little reach back of the star.
Putting the pressure on. But the Heathers have remained scoreless the last 3 jams, if
I believe so.
Yeah, it was an 8-point jam, a 6-point jam, a 2-point jam.
32 points separating these teams. High Rollers are chipping away slowly but surely. And Beyond Thunderdame looking to continue that. Mia Palau picks up some speed, heads for the inside lane. Wow. Oh, Tarantula, great force out, working that back line with Sassy. Mia Palau playing a little jammer defense.
Tarantula moving to the inside. Mia following her, but closes right back up with Alicia Nesbitt Smith there.
Oh, Thunderdame runs into a wall of Stan.
Stan still has another foot or 2 to engage. Let's go at the perfect time. Well done to Stan. Awesome hit and awesome discipline. And then Stan goes right back, grabs that star, and is like, you know what, I'm going to do this too.
So Mia Palau now on defense. And Mia Palau can do that too.
Dame's going to call that one off a hard-earned 3 points.
That was a very hard-earned 3 points.
So that's the 4th scoreless jam for the Heartless Heathers. High Rollers aren't exactly like throwing down dimes or anything, but they are certainly chipping away. 14 minutes remaining in the game.
All right, guys, we made it to the $500 last call for the lottery tickets.
Checked out RCR merch yet? We've got all the swag from all the home teams, plus super fun new items. All right, we got Bonnie Thunders and Polly Want a Cracker. Polly looking for the outside lane. Bonnie takes lead jammer.
Wow, Polly recycled all the way back to the Jam on Hawthorne jam line. Bonnie just skating them like cones. Up at the top there, Shredder Cheese holding it down.
Great offense there by Shredder Cheese.
Oh!
Brute.
Sacrifices her body to Brute's contact. Brute moves through, receives that star.
Wow, Bonnie Thunders spinning over the back of Diana Hitchens, stays in bounds, calls that off. Wow.
And the Heathers shut down that momentum. They bring the score 129 to 92.
Keep buying those tickets.
Jam on Hawthorne. Portland's best vegan-friendly, booze-friendly, kid-friendly, omnivore-friendly, everybody-friendly breakfast joint.
Yum, 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 yum.
All
yum.
right, we got Little Red Rider and Trinity as your jammers. Red pushing the front, getting some help from, I believe that is, Bricks. Great work by Bricks. Red is your lead jammer.
Lady Gotcha, star is off, but Swag didn't really see that dangling there. And Malicious doing a great job of isolating Lady Gotcha.
Oh, yeah. Nice work, Red. Lady Gotcha still working in the front of that pack.
Tarantula holding down a tripod.
Malicious intentions. Great offensive work there.
We're going to lose Bricks to the penalty box for the Heathers.
Swagger playing some offense. Oh, poor Lady Gotcha. That is standing Tarantula. I'm sorry. Lady Gotcha digging in hard. Lady Gotcha was a junior back when the pandemic started. Now graduated to the big time, and the big time means going one-on-one against the back of Stan. I'm sorry.
All right, Stan. Stan might pick one up for that. Yeah, that's a out of play penalty, but wow, that was fun. Big smile on her face.
All right, Alicia Dinsmith-Smith knocking Red to the ground. Looks like the Heathers are content to run this, burn the time.
Sure.
The clock is your friend at this point in time.
11 minutes remaining in this game, 11 seconds in this jam. Red still trying to find their way through. May have picked up those 2 points. And does.
That is 3 points on that pass for each jammer.
Whew.
Big credit to the defenses there. And that is an empty Wild CBD penalty box right now.
Both these teams employing like a tripod 3-wall that isn't structured. The structural integrity isn't there because they want the depth of field. If you get past one person, 2 more are going to turn around and be right there.
Yep.
Fantastic defense.
Wow, Polly has been getting that lane all night long. Tried it again, and HR just shut it down.
Wow, look how low.
Polly sort of has a structural advantage there. All right, that is
Yeah, but
smush.
on a roll can get low, just as low.
I know, that is crazy. Polly's pretty low to the ground, and that is a lot of tall blockers for the Heathers.
Wow, right around the outside, making it look easy. They catch the Heathers flat-footed right here on turn 1.
And Smush with the call off just in time.
Nicely done by the high roller.
Wow, Polly stealing.
Also picked up by the Heathers.
Up 4 points for each jammer. 140 to 99 is your score with just under 10 minutes to go.
5-4-2 on the board for you to take home half of.
Little penalty heavy on the high rollers. I'm counting 3 blockers with 4 penalties.
And we have Bonnie Thunders and Beyond Thunderdame. Beyond Thunderdame running into Tarantula. Getting a lot of offensive help from Mayday, though. 4-3 pack advantage. Bonnie Thunder stuck with Alicia Nisbet-Smith, swag at the end. Big Bang Fury at the back of the pack.
Here comes E.T. Phone Cone for some offensive help hot out of the penalty box. That pack getting stretched out, Thunderdame.
Thunderdame has to be let go by Tarantula.
Yeah, finally picking up a lead status, but
And
Bonnie Thunders is already through. Ooh, getting that called off. I don't believe that's what the bench asked her to do, but nonetheless, 1 point for the high rollers. They're now at the century mark, 100 to 140 points. The Heathers on top comfortably.
Yeah, the bench may not have called for that, but I think Dame still made the right choice. You don't run Bonnie Thunders.
Dame knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
There we have it. We have our official timeout.
All right, an official timeout. That means it's a welcome to PDX timeout. Thank you to Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers.
$1 is the half of the price. Right means got cash money. Here we go. Here we go. A little bit.
No, this is a special timeout to do our 50-50 raffle.
Take an official timeout for the track maintenance.
They're calling it a track maintenance timeout because there's people on the track.
Ticket of the 50-50 raffle, $271. 0418383.
Doing a 50-50 raffle, $542 in the bank. Half of that goes to the league for scholarships. The other half goes into this lucky winner's gas tank.
Oh, winner, broccoli dinner. $271. Thank you very much. Thanks everybody for playing and helping us get it up to that high mark. Thank you guys. All right, back to Derby.
Just a quick timeout. We didn't have a chance to get to it at halftime. Wanted to get some more money in the bank.
Make sure you declare those winnings.
So someone's going home with $271 tonight.
It's like 2 tanks of gas. It's pretty great.
You know, I'm kind of sad that this is
3 if you got a small car. Are you enjoying the bout tonight? Don't forget to tag us on Insta, Facebook, or Twitter with the handle @Rose City Rollers.
I know I will be doing that with my pictures with Dylan the Pickle and Caesar the No Drama Llama. Very exciting. We're getting going here. 7 minutes, 54 seconds remain in this game.
Mia Palau and Trinity are your jammer. Mia Palau heads for the inside lane, bounces outside.
Finds that outside line.
Oh, toxic haste.
Not sure what happened there. Some of that centrifugal force took toxic haste out, and here comes Mia Palau picking up a lead at jammer. Trinity Star is off as the defense tries to recycle on a roll. It's out of play.
Way out of play. Yeah, that's going to be a penalty.
Trinity comes in around on a scoring pass.
Okay. Maybe there is no lead jammer?
Well, no. Okay. Well, now they're saying that Trinity is the lead jammer.
Or not? Okay, either way. It's still going. Both jammers on a scoring pass.
Pack almost at a standstill. Trinity calls that one off, but the Heathers have 3 points in the bank. Not quite sure what happened there. And I'm not going to pretend to know either.
Yeah, don't make it up if you don't know.
All right, 3-2 that jam, 102 to 143 with the Heathers on top. 1 blocker standing in the penalty box for the Heathers. No wait. A timeout to add an extra point to the High Rollers score. caught that one in time.
And Bonnie Thunders and Polywana Cracker probably looking for the outside. Tarantula just denies that casually.
Oh, finds that inside line, manages. Wow. No penalty there. Stan headed to the penalty box for the Heartless Heathers as Polywana Cracker makes contact.
And grabs 3 points. It's a 37-point game, just under 6 minutes to go. Oh, 4th point
Well,
added.
we have both Stan and Tarantula in the penalty box for the Heartless Heathers.
Ooh, that's going to be interesting.
This is a juncture of the game in which the High Rollers could change the momentum.
Indeed. And they have Crimson out there to do just that. Up against Headache.
1-2 to beat. That's going to be HR
And
on a roll, playing defense by a little bit of time, and a cut track penalty being assessed on
Headache. Wow.
The dominoes, they fall.
Great work by Toxic Haste. And there's the
And they called it off too with a full penalty box. That was brilliant. They got all 4. And wisely, the Heartless Heathers are going to call a team timeout. Stop that momentum. The High Rollers creeping up, 111 to 143. 2 standout blockers in the penalty box. The Jammer seated in the penalty box.
and Beyond Thunderdame on that Jam on Hawthorne jam line. If you're going to shove the dagger in, Beyond Thunderdame's that person.
HR and On a Roll remain on the track when you're down to 2 blockers, and Tarantula and Stan are in the penalty box. That's a good choice.
Yes, it is.
For the High Rollers, we have a crowd favorite legacy skater, Minstrel Psycho, going to be blocking with Alicia.
And there goes Thunderdame.
Sorry, that's also,
Oh,
yeah.
Beyond Thunderdame heading to the penalty box.
Best case scenario for the Heathers.
That is exactly what they needed.
Swagatha and Big Bang Fury.
Oh, creating a seal on the outside
Yep.
lane. Headache, though, now gets stuck in behind Swagatha.
Manages to get past Alicia, though, but still face-to-face with Swag. Swag takes her out with a hip. Takes them out with a hip there.
And Alicia Nisbet-Smith working the back of that pack.
That lateral movement, though.
Headache struggling with that High Rollers defense. That is a brutal defense at the back of the pack. And Thunderdame is through on the initial.
Star pass right on over to On a Roll.
So no lead jammer this jam. So we'll go the full 2 minutes.
Dame tries to hit that outside hard, a smart move that's usually effective for her. The Heathers pull back to play some offense. There goes Dame putting 4 more up.
On a roll, definitely tried to play some jammer defense there. Did not connect.
Those packs are getting split up in the rear.
Minstrel Psycho playing offense, but the Heathers playing great defense up at the front of that pack.
It's fun to see Headache play defense.
Yeah.
Here comes Alicia to help out Thunderdame. Just grinding it out here.
And that jam comes to its natural conclusion.
I think that's going to be an 8-4 advantage for the High Rollers. That jam,
Just over 2.5 minutes left.
28 points separate these 2 teams.
And no timeout call. Interesting choice. All right, next up we have Mia Palau and Polywana Cracker.
It's getting tight. Mia Palau jamming in blue. Polly want a cracker jamming for the high rollers.
Oh.
Tries to find the inside, but Stan is there with basically picks Dez up, but Dez does not move. Oh. Tarantula making contact there with Brute, both shaking that one off.
And Mia Palau with a long recycle on Polly. Mia playing a lot of jammer defense there.
Shredder on the inside line being supported by Tarantula and Dez. Even Mia trying to get through that way, but even her team's in the way. Mia breaking through, but unfortunately is going to pick up that track cut. Not a good time for that.
So Polly forced out and recycled. Brute playing some offense. Polly looks for the inside lane and stuffed.
Wow, just as she breaks through that wall.
Hello, Stan.
Hello, Stan.
Diana, great work. Frees Polly finally. 46 seconds left, though, in this jam.
Heather's holding down the front wall, protecting those points. Dez with the takeout. And Stan and Tarantula stay in balance and pull Polly back.
Team timeout by the high rollers.
Yeah. 46 seconds remaining in the game.
That was a 2-point jam, so 26 points in between.
Well, this is potentially going to be the last jam of this very exciting game. There are still timeouts, there are still official reviews, so anything could happen. But to get us going is going to be Bonnie Thunders jamming for the Heartless Heathers and Trinity for the high rollers. Bonnie Thunders picking up lead.
Yeah, if you need to put the dagger in, Bonnie Thunders.
Hey, Trinity breaks that pack. Bonnie meets up with Swagatha, Alicia Nesbitt-Smith,
Freddie Herfield
and the captain, Big Bang Fury.
Oh, wow, on a roll. Great pick.
On a roll, rejoining Stan and HR. Digging in.
12 seconds left in on the period clock.
Bonnie Thunders just doing whatever she can to squeeze her body through there.
2 seconds. Oh, we are on to jam time now.
All right. Bonnie's in control of the clock. Gonna pick up a few more points. Why not?
Could be important come tiebreaker time. And Bonnie with the call off.
Both teams on their feet. What a fantastic game at the end of that. 3 more for the high rollers. That was an 8-point jam for Bonnie Thunders.
Wow.
Unofficial score. Heartless Heathers victorious 155 over the high rollers 124. There you have it. Woo! Our season opener.
That was a barn burner.
Of the 2022 season here at the Rose City Rollers, the Heartless Heathers victorious over the High Rollers, and the Guns N' Rollers victorious over the Breakneck Betties.
All right, fans, we're going to do the MVP right now. Here we go. All right, first, we'll go with you guys. MVP blocker. All right, MVP blocker is Stan, the woman, right here. Don't have to go very far. Okay, and then MVP jammer?
Bonnie Thunders.
All right, and MVP jammer is Bonnie Thunders. All right. All right, and for MVP blocker, Alicia Nesbitt-Smith. And MVP jammer is Beyond Thunder Dame. All right, give it up for all these awesome skaters out here tonight. It was a great bout. Thank you all very much. Thank you, fans, for being here. We'll see you all next time.